We really, really need an intro, don't we? I still think like Masterpiece Theater over video games.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Would
like
be
a
good.
chiptunes or a MIDI version.
Anyway, I might. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It did it again.
As like the and instead of flying through like the study with all the books and like the
This
canon
is
of
like
Western
going over-
literature, we
yeah.
pan over like
Matt's
our
collection.
Steam library.
Oh. Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be better if we had like physical games, or we
mhm.
could just go to like a game store,
Yeah.
and just like go over all their like OG stuff. Hi everyone,
Hello. Oh,
we're back.
you're here.
Yes, we're here and you're here, and yeah, we're here to probably wrap
Yeah.
up
I mean, yeah, but I think
our
with
chain of Bioshock.
yeah, like it's weird. There are people who are like, so you're gonna do like the expansion packs and the sequels, and there are other people who are like, if you do Bioshock
Like,
for
again,
another week,
I'm
I will
unsubbing
come
and
to your office and like trash your computer.
Wow.
Well, no,
Well, you
but
can't-
it's
you
like
can't-
there
yeah.
are very polarized opinions on both sides about like.
About video games.
I know. I was astonished.
Yeah, I know, right? Wait, okay. Sorry. I'm gonna make you wait one more second because
Hold.
I feel
hold.
like... hang on a
Is
sec.
this like the air horn thing from last year? Where everyone's like, wait for it. Wait. No, hold on. Wait. Hold on. It's loading. Beer.
I think that's too, like...
No, it needs... Like, I like the MIDI. It
Yeah.
should be on horns
I think it should just be on, like...
instead of
like
piano.
blips.
Oh, yeah. Like, a chiptunes one would be ideal.
Well, anyways. We have this video game
Yeah.
that we've been... Which side should we be on?
Well, this side's fine. I mean, it'll be covering...
Yeah.
It covers up our ammo here, but it leaves our power visible here.
What can you do?
Mm-hmm.
What can you do? What can we chumps do against such...
Beer.
on air horns? That
Yeah.
would be intolerable. Alright, well, let's unmute this.
All right.
I'm actually gonna mute the stream because there's like the UI I had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks kind of rattled.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
What about cards? So you may need to catch me up a little bit. I have played through this game and I kind of remember it.
So what happened last week, and this is
That's a
why
rocket.
I wanted to this is definitely the last time I see us playing here.
Yeah.
But hold on, I'm just gonna click on these guys' heads
Got
for a
it.
second.
Head clicking simulator.
Sir, I'm trying to click on your head.
I'm trying to stand a little bit. Is he wearing a tin can?
He was wearing a tin can. It flew off.
I think your magazine is a little far forward of the bolt. But what do I know? I didn't see a round chamber. Anyway.
Is it like in the Matrix when they when Neo's firing the guns in the
Oh, yeah.
the lobby and whole bullets are flying out?
No, it was just bullets the wrong size. Like casings.
I thought they were like, I'm pretty sure it was whole bullets.
Oh, I could believe it.
Like,
It's
but
been
they were, like,
ages since I
rifle
saw
bullets.
it. It's like, that's weird. Yeah, he had a couple of, like, scorpions with weird
Yeah.
magazines, and then they're just... whatever.
I mean, they were
Whatever.
actually fictional guns, right? Like,
Oh, with that movie.
canonically, yeah.
Look at all these guys. So, why are these mans shooting you now?
Because it's an FPS.
I mean, I guess the question was sort of rhetorical.
Yes, sorry.
What's
I gave
the
the
hand
glib,
wave?
the glib answer. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
The hand wave is that we are here in Frink Industries.
Yeah. Fink.
Fink Industries, sorry.
Frink.
Yeah. And we came here because we made a deal with the Vox Populi, who are the resistance group,
Right.
in Rapture? No, Columbia.
Columbia.
In order to procure them weapons. And in order to get weapons for them, we needed to find their gunsmith. Now, we came to Fink Industries because this is where he lives. The problem is that he was arrested.
Okay.
So we went into we went into basically the police barracks
Yeah.
here to try to break him out. But when we got there, we had found he was dead.
Oh, that's bad.
And Elizabeth, in order to solve this problem, pulled us through one of her rifts into an alternate dimension where he was hopefully still alive.
That seems like it might have repercussions that she may not have thought about.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's fine. So here we are in an alternate dimension, or an alternate universe, where he is alive.
Huh. Is anything else different?
Well, as it turns out, the reason he's alive in this timeline and not the other timeline is because in this timeline, he is married to a white woman who pulled strings and got him unarrested.
All right. Oh god, I didn't change the thing. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
I'll fix it.
So here we are clicking on heads. And when we arrived in this timeline, we found the police barracks, which was otherwise empty, or the prison, the jail, the holding pens beneath the barracks, was instead full of Vox Populi.
Huh.
Like arrested Vox Populi.
So that plan didn't work out so good.
Well, the gunsmith is alive, so we've carried out our hand of the bargain, or half of the bargain, and the rest is for anyone else to figure out, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure that's the only thing that's changed.
Oh yeah, there's no way anything else is different.
Yeah, well, I mean,
See,
like,
there's still cotton candy in the garbage that we can eat.
Somebody's thrown out a perfectly good cotton candy.
And a pistol. Hey, Daisy.
One day, ain't nobody noticed me. Then they think I done for Lady Comstock. Well, everybody noticed me. I head to Finkton, and I hide. I hide deep. The more they look, deeper I go. Only thing a color child can count on is the fact they invisible.
Heavy.
So the reason that I wanted to continue playing, and there's like dead factory workers here everywhere.
Huh, that's bad.
So yeah, that seems problematic. Or at least
Or troublematic.
problematic, yeah.
Yeah.
Problematic means something else.
Well, at this point in time, maybe it means nothing.
Yeah.
Overuse at all.
Your bay is problematic.
Yeah. It doesn't mean nothing. It's just one of those things that gets so overused from everyone on every side of every conversation that meaning is entirely squeezed out of it.
Yeah.
Because problematic could mean here is a thing that has some issues with it and may still have value, but it has some things that you can't say aren't bad about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. There's some things that we need to talk about here.
Whereas it often gets invoked as, this is a thing that I don't like that should be destroyed.
Yep.
Which could be anything. It's like, I don't like how this artist drew this character because I think it's problematic. And I just have to invoke that word to summon the swarm
Yeah.
and obliterate them from the universe. It's like,
yeah.
that's not what being progressive is.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's
just like-
you're
Wait, no, but if we just send the personal army at the right person, then it's... Never mind.
yeah. Then it's fine for us.
Coin!
Oh, this is where they introduce all of the
Are subtitles off?
I thought they were on.
Uh,
Oh yeah, maybe because we had to
difficulty... HUD markers. Maybe it's an audio?
reasonable.
Dialogues. They
On?
were on.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just disappeared.
Just keep on walking.
I mean, we'll probably not get to the
Yeah,
actual
no,
ending.
we're not going to play through to the ending. This is probably actually definitely going to be the last time we spend with Bioshock Infinite.
But we should probably talk about it.
I just wanted to.
Seen a lock like this. Is it spring-loaded what? Relocker? You need a battering ram to open it.
basically because this is where the revolution hits.
Oh.
You hear that? Music. It's coming from that tear.
I never heard
Credence.
that song before.
I don't suspect anyone's heard that song.
Womp womp.
And this is where the game actually becomes like,
Well, it adds an
I-
entire new level of complexity.
yeah. Well, and this is also, I think, where the game falls down for me.
Really?
Because what happens here is that the Vox rebel en
Okay.
masse. Elizabeth, I'm supposed to give you money. I'm your dad. Having, like, going back, this is just like, this bothers me. Elizabeth is like, are you okay? Do you need some money? And I'm like,
Here you go.
like I'm the one who's supposed to be giving you change for things from a vending machine. Like gum or...
Everything's upside down and
Yeah.
topsy-turvy.
Okay, so we've gone all the way around. Where do we go? Because, like, the Vox rebel in numbers.
Yeah.
And, turns out they're just as bad as everyone else.
Huh.
And I think that's, like, a really troubling narrative to have. That the freedom fighters, like, you have made a mistake here by essentially enabling them to
Have the means to liberate themselves.
yeah, like their liberation should not have happened because then they are just as bad as their oppressors. And it's like,
That's interesting.
yeah,
I mean-
well, like that. If only there were examples in our history of rebellions that didn't, like, wind up murdering their oppressors. Oh, right, we have to go through here now. That's
Wah,
right.
I sense something rhetorical.
Well, yeah, because it's, you know, like in South Africa, right? You
Sheets. No tools.
Uh-oh.
Let's go find that gunsmith. Maybe he's upstairs now.
Sorry, you were saying.
like there are plenty of narratives in or histories.
It's a figure of Comstock now.
Oh, that's probably not something you should worry about.
Yeah, where, you know, people have rebelled against oppressors and not murdered them. It's not necessarily, like, this kind of thing is not necessarily in human nature, right? And he's working on a machine that is not here.
Oh, he doesn't look so good.
Man, I hate it when games are buggy.
Mr. Lin? Chen Lin? Excuse me, Chen Lin?
Who are you? You speak up. Speak up! Can't hear you over all these machines. Very loud.
I'm Booker DeWitt.
Stand back. These machines very dangerous. Wait downstairs with Mrs. Lin.
Daisy Fitzroy sent us. We need to talk to you about getting some weapons.
Machines very dangerous. No place for stupid people. Want to lose pretty head?
Mr. Lin,
Downstairs.
what is wrong with him?
Remember him dead in that cell? Maybe in some way he remembers that. How would you reconcile that?
I don't think I'd have a very good day.
My husband? Calm his troubled thoughts. Ease his burden. Bring Chenlin.
No, I know the machines are not there on purpose. I'm just making it looks like the kind of thing that would be glitchy.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm looking for Mrs. Lin.
I'm Mrs. Lin.
No, I mean a little Chinese lady. She was...
Booker, this is Mrs. Lin.
They took
I mean, yeah, it
Chen's
was
tools.
slavery, right?
What's he got without his tools?
Well, your husband is a bit out of sorts.
If he could work again, maybe. If he could work, he'd.
Mrs. Lin, can you tell me who took your
Yeah,
husband's
good
tools?
point,
Go
Gas and
to
Peel.
police. They took them and locked them up in the impound in Shantytown.
Oh, that's just across the street. Oh, I can fix that.
Yeah,
Have his tools back fix his mind?
Who cares? We're not getting any guns if Chen Lin doesn't have his...
Tacitus Vigil. That's a good one. Like the there's a line later on where the Vox are like, target anyone with glasses or a wristwatch. Which is something the Khmer Rouge did,
Ah.
right? Like we're clearly supposed to take away that the Vox are the bad guys here, right? And they're as bad as as the Colombians.
Goddamn commies.
And here, yeah, Elizabeth
Incoming.
immediately says, "I'm not sure opening that tear was a good idea."
Yeah. Well, we'll see just how bad that gets.
So the tools were across the street.
Yeah, it was around the corner back the way you came.
Oh, okay.
Through all those people. Like this guy's neck. Boop! This is black versus gray morality.
Hold still, please.
Boom!
Man, I should play more games on easy.
Gasampiel says that I took from this the turn that violence and oppression makes monsters of us all. Like,
I mean, but it doesn't, right? Like,
I guess the developers feel that way.
yeah, it's just like that. That's not necessarily true, right?
It is very simple and
Yeah.
works in the context of a video game. Because, like, somebody was pointing out earlier that, you know, these AAA games, their beef with them is that only white people are allowed to be political in them. And what I sort of thought about is, like, AAA games are lucky to be political at all,
Yeah.
considering what the expectations are on them. And that's not to say that they shouldn't try to be more cognizant of a lot of these things. Especially considering they have the reach to maybe
Oh,
actually
yeah,
do some
yeah,
good
yeah.
about it.
But it's like, these things are,
He was just trying to take a pee, man.
well, now he's not. They do make monsters of us all, my god!
Cold as ice. Holy shit, the game's teaching you through its mechanics that you... Sorry, dude.
Like, yeah,
Where are tools? This Fruitian.
The poster.
What about it?
This is what the code key's for.
What?
Broken clock tolls at midnight.
This looks like the one.
Set it to midnight.
Okay. Whoop, boop, boop, boop. Right.
Lobby.
more shields.
I came to Columbia because I believed in God, and because I believed in honor. But Slade has shown me this. There is no God in shutting our brothers out from the family of man, and there is no honor in defending those who are strangers to its meaning. Perhaps in Finkton there is one more deserving of my service.
There's a couple people pointed out that, you know, maybe this was a reality that they chose to show.
Mm-hmm.
Which is certainly provocative.
Yeah, it is. But like, then, I mean, like, this is definitely a reality that they chose to show, right? Like, they made a choice that this is the consequence they wanted to show for what you and Elizabeth have done here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the way out? There we go. Like, this isn't natural, right? This isn't an unintended consequence. Like, this game had developers, and this is what they chose to do with this story. And in that way, like, even when we say that games aren't political, or...
Well, they are, but...
Yeah, they are. Because they are made by people, and people are social animals, and
they have opinions about stuff.
yeah, and societies are almost inherently political, right? Like, are actually inherently political. I should
Yeah,
say.
well, I mean, like, everything, whether you like it or not, is...
Yeah, it tells you things about the world we live in, right?
Yeah, it's like, if you want your video games to not be political, I have very bad news for you.
Yeah.
Because, like, what you consider to be neutral to you is not in any way neutral to someone else. It has an entirely different context.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And you, like,
Sorry, I didn't.
It's all right.
wanting that to not be true is not the same as it not being true.
Make somber.
If something looks to you like it has no political agenda, that just means it has the default political agenda of the society you live in, right?
Yeah, which is in itself saying something.
Yeah,
Vanilla's
exactly.
a flavor.
Yeah, vanilla's a flavor.
Vanilla's a flavor. That one, is one that I always come back to. It's just like
that's my favorite. Hold on, I'm just gonna click on this guy's head.
yeah. And what what people consider vanilla is going to be different, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, free black and white cover.
Who has rockets? That's very rude.
These people.
Not getting.
Do they even know who the fuck you are?
They're making it very difficult for me to click on their heads.
Yeah. That guy has a rocket launcher. And now his can.
I like your, like, early 20th century Sten gun here. This is probably actually based on a real gun, but I have no idea what. One in the center of mass.
Yep. The whatchamacallit.
Oh yeah, I like that definition, all mankind.
What's that?
All mankind in chat said that Ornella says a good definition of politics, which is what the act of controlling your environment.
Yeah.
Like in the sciences, which I study, we have to keep in mind that the things that we study are, like we look for like quote unquote universal truths, right? We're looking for the objective kind of underlying operating system of the universe, but the order in which we do things, right? Things that the priority in which we study things,
Yeah.
and that all has a political valence to it, right? Whether we see it or not. The things that get funded have political valences because those are outside agencies deciding what gets researched. Like politics is a very real part of our human world, and that's not a bad thing. It's just a thing, right?
Yeah. I guess, like, what do people really mean when they talk about wanting games to be less or not political? Like, what's that really actually about? I mean, it probably depends on the person.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I just want to play my video games. And it's just like, so do other people.
Yeah.
They want the same thing you do.
Yeah.
Freak.
Yeah.
But like,
A girl who can bring dead men back
it's
to
weird.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Whose only acquaintance is a giant bird creature.
Caca!
It must seem ridiculous.
Yeah.
We just got dealt a bad hand.
I'm not going back to that tower.
Could we
no
not
matter
make
what
hand
happens.
jokes with Elizabeth
Whoa!
Moss?
Hey, you got stabbed.
Why? What did I do to them?
You frightened them.
Good.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't run into the woman singing "Fortunate Son"
Oh, sweet.
yet. We are no-scoping nerds. Well, I mean,
Well,
like
you're
I'm not.
scoping
I'm
nerds.
scoping nerds.
To keep you so ignorant, you can't think of solutions to all your problems. To keep you chasing
These people are like this because of Fink.
Daisy
Maybe Daisy's right. Maybe she should pay him back for all of this.
Not before she pays us. We're here for guns and then the airship.
Yes. Living in the what was it?
Is that La Pieta?
La Pieta I don't know.
I guess we could head straight for the police station. Or see what's in that bar. What do you think?
I guess maybe the most
better
reasonable
choice.
thing that I can think of is that like some people play video games for escape and they don't like
There's a tear over there.
having any form of introspection or like
On it.
tie into real world events to bother them. Oh look, food.
But like the real world is always there, right? Like my favorite analogy for it is the politics you don't see are still there, right? It's like explaining wet to a fish,
Yeah.
right? Like,
also like
it's like somebody said. I was reading an article last night. Sorry to
Yeah, go.
but he said it's like, you know, the old fish saying to the young fish, you know, can you tell me what wet is? And the young fish going, fuck you, SJW.
I guess it's just sort of like, I'm sorry that your shooter got politics you don't like in it, but it's just like people want to talk about things that they feel are important to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when that intersects with, you know, a kind of gameplay that you would be interested in, it's like, well, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Or don't play it. But like, don't say it shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
That, like, that's bullshit. Dudox, Alex, that's probably why in Enterprise Season 3 Hemorrhage Fears, people were watching for escape and they found the war they were trying to escape from.
Make no mistake, soldiers. The box and weapons go together like fire and gunpowder.
You look like you're from 40K.
Yeah, they're all from 40K. Oh, there's absolutely room for games with politics and games with, well, more apolitical games. Like Cookie Clicker is not especially a political game, but yeah, they should both exist. But for some reason, only the ones that are politically minded are the ones that people seem to have issue with. You know, there's nobody being like, I mean, I may be exaggerating here, but it's like, when was the last time somebody said that Angry Birds definitely needs more, like, needs to be politicized more?
Yeah. And
it's
like,
just like, perfect, that's what I wanted of a video game.
It's like well, I mean, bullshit. Like, and sometimes, like, politicizing something to try to tell a broader story doesn't work terribly well. Like, like, which usually people interpret as trying to be, like, super serious, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like there's an awful lot of bad examples to draw from.
Yeah.
Hello.
That man exploded.
Why did he catch on fire?
Okay. So we're under fire here, but let's take a moment to look around. Who's saying that? I wonder where Elizabeth is.
Angry Birds is unfair defamation of porcine Americans. Wow! Oh, shit.
The takes, they are hot.
Hot like bacon.
Oh god. Julie introduced me to something she found on Reddit the other day.
Oh yeah?
Which was in r/mildly interesting.
Okay,
which was really not mildly interesting, it was just horrifying.
Oh.
Which was a slab of bacon with a nipple on it.
Oh, I saw that. That's... yeah.
I was like, why? Why?
Why? I think I saw that. It was not super okay. It's just bad guy.
Excuse me, I'm trying to kill all your friends here.
You're fine. You're okay.
Everything's chill.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
Everything's fine. Whee! Where does nipple bacon fall on the political spectrum?
I don't know, which spectrum do you want to talk about? We were talking about weird alternate timelines and what that
like, and I mean, last time I was playing this, I wanted to talk a bit about, like, the idea that Columbia doesn't necessarily have to be an actual, like, we can think about it in multiple ways. Like, maybe it's not just a, you know, like this phantasmagoria of, you know, the Gilded Age of America. Maybe it's also like this exploration of Booker's mind, right? Where this guy who did something he regrets. Hold on, sorry. Where did you come from?
That guy... I need more time to what in the fuck?
He exploded. It's fine.
Well, Ep3, you got a little cunning in you, if nothing else. Dropped a couple grizzly traps around the lines up here. Idea was to bleed one of your couriers till he gave you up. Except, of course, You're using kids now. Now I got this tiny engine boy eyeballing me. Had to take his leg off. Damn thing's just lying here between us. I sure wish he'd cry or something.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
On it!
What's that balloon thing?
It's a Reaper drone.
Okay. Beep boop.
It's throwing some fire for us.
That's good. So, actually, audio logs like that are interesting.
Well, yeah, that was actually kind of interesting.
That was actually quite interesting.
Because like he's actually is trying to talk to someone, right? Like there is a reason for that dialogue. He's leaving a message for someone.
Yeah, I think what I found interesting was kind of this thing that some audio logs will do is in games like this where they'll sort of skirt this line where it's like, how much of this is just like what's the word I'm looking for? I guess like deliberately provocative or just like what's the worst thing we could think of to like make a point to the player?
Yeah.
And like sometimes that's really good. Other times it's just sort of like, and then he came wearing his suit made out of his murdered enemies and like used the bone hooks to, you know, shit like that. It's really easy to flip from that to just like something comical or just like try hard.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of angry scribbles in a 17-year-old's journal margins.
Yeah.
Oh, it's him.
Uh-oh.
Settle down! Shock value, that's the one. And that's a one that I frequently find myself really trying to get a handle on because
it's tricky, right?
It's very tricky. It's tricky to do, it's tricky to do well. The context of the entire experience that it appears in affects how well it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even in the course of one game, such as this one, you could have ones that are like, okay, that was wanky, and others that are like, oh.
Yeah. But that was believable horror.
Yeah, I think that was good. And it was just sort of like maybe even just like a rare glimpse into just sort of like, I hesitate to use the word real.
Yeah.
But just kind of, you know, like, war is hell takes pull on bottle.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, I think the voice actor probably actually sold that one.
Yeah, definitely.
So credit where credit's due that. I think that one was effective. And it could have quite easily been...
I bet the next one's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Plausible? Yeah. I guess maybe something that video games specifically really struggle with is subtlety.
Yeah.
Because they're not really equipped for that. And certainly not the ones that are in any sort of position to, you know, make a statement and have a story like this can really get too far into subtlety. Like, everything has to be bombastic and, you know, exploding off the screen, literally. And so, I don't know. Wait, like, I keep hoping for the time when, you know, a AAA studio does a game with this kind of budget and scope, but it's way more subdued, it's subtle, it's, you know, thoughtful rather than relentlessly violent. I think it sort of comes back to something I probably said pretty early on, which is that the gameplay of a lot of these narrative shooters is sometimes very much at odds with the story that's trying to be told.
No.
Are you out?
No.
That's weird.
No, it's just every time I middle click, it's also the...
That sucks.
Hi! I'm trying to click on your face.
This guy. Thank you. Yeah, Fallout 4 is definitely like that. It was just like...
Great.
It reminds me of what you told me about Saving Private Ryan, which I've not seen, but you had positive things to say about the movie, but you were just sort of like... The main thrust of it is, war bad! War bad!
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I get you.
I think even, like... Saving Private Ryan did a lot of things very well, and I thought the first thing it did very well was the very first image it has.
Oh, hello! Hello!
Which is the American flag flying over the Normandy cemetery, one of the cemeteries for American dead in Normandy.
Yeah.
Because the flag fluttering in the breeze while music plays is like it's set against the sun, so it's translucent and the colors are washed out, and it's like this very thin-looking, fragile thing. And I thought that was kind of interesting, right? Because normally it's like, you know, you think of the American flag. You think of the American flag in like a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah,
right?
where it's just like, you know, thick cloth and it's intact and bright-ass colors. And
Yeah,
it's
these
like
colors
flapping.
don't run, right?
Have you ever seen the bumper sticker where the colors are just so faded? It was like, whoopsie. Oh, hello.
Neat.
Some sort of crank gun. Yeah. So, we were talking about,
Oh, you're still alive. Okay.
Fucker. Right, we were talking about subtlety and how it's difficult to do in video games, and I related that to Saving Private Ryan as sometimes not being super subtle, but
Yeah.
I really need to watch that movie, but it's
not a fun watch, but it's a very well made movie.
Holy shit! You know what?
What?
There's more parallels there than I maybe give it credit for, because the thing you just described is very effective and very subtle. But as you mentioned before, like a lot of the stuff that happens in it is maybe just sort of like, oh, war bad, war bad, war bring pain. It's just like, oh, very, very good. Yes, okay. Yeah, I mean, again, maybe it's a budget thing.
Yeah.
Because, in fact, it probably is, because it's like, once you have that much capital invested in something, it's just like, you have to make this profitable. And it's like, but I have this budget and I want to tell this, big story. It's like, I guess, but you'd better fucking return on this. And it's like, okay, well, we'll have, all the shooting and the really good art design that, maybe we can, put a little story in here and do a thing. I mean, I guess it's weird because games like this catch a lot of attention. It certainly did at the time, where it's just like, a big mainstream shooter that had a story.
Yeah.
And a kind of unusual one.
Yeah, and was saying a thing.
Yeah.
Of some
and people
kind.
were like, holy fucking shit! This game's mind blown.
Yeah, because it was actually trying to do
anything.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the thing it's trying to say isn't actually, like, terribly sophisticated.
No.
Right? And it might actually, like, it just didn't stick the landing, I don't think. Like, I mean, I'm really glad it was made. It just, like, this, from this point on to the rest of the game, it's just really, like...
Maybe it's just a shame the bar is so low for video games as far as, like, delivering a narrative that, you can do something that's, like, pretty good like this and have it be lauded as, something incredible.
Yeah. More shields because...
But I mean, maybe that's just where we're at with video games. That these are the early steps. These are the, like, silent films.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop.
Okay, we've got all our...
Are these the rifles that they want?
No. We've got to.
Ooh,
this is just like an armory.
A rockets launcher.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got my loadout that I like here with the.
It's cool.
Normally I have the camera, but if things get hot, I'll go to the rifle. Right.
How do you shoot women and children?
Easy. You just don't lead them as much.
Ain't
more hell. Apparently, that scene originally, it also had what were they called? The NRVD, the national, or no, the ARVD, ARVIDs, the Republican Army of Vietnam, like the U.S.-backed South Vietnamese army.
Yeah.
It had like an ARVID officer and NCO and a North Vietnamese prisoner, and the also in the helicopter, and like they're interrogating the prisoner, and finally the officer instructs the NCO to just throw him out of the plane, and he does, or out of the helicopter, and he does.
Yeah.
And like Joker's so horrified by it, he shoots both the officer and the NCO, and they fall off the plane, and the door gunner's like,
Done.
I didn't see shit. Right?
Holy fuck!
Guns for the Vox Populi.
It's gonna help us.
Daisy can make a change, can't she? Make things better for the
Two different motivations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, to anyone who is subscribing, we do our shout-outs at the end of stream, so don't worry, we have not forgotten you, or missed you, or ignored you.
Why would you use those many cartridges? Come on, man.
Man. Gross. We will do our shout-outs to subs at the end of stream.
Yep. You can FMJ meme all you want, but maybe just don't use some of the words that that movie is so colorful for, because
yeah,
outside, I mean, we'll know that it's in context, but it's just like, you don't need to. You can't believe you ate a sandwich. Yeah, it's true.
Look, it was on. She wasn't gonna have it, and it was either me or the roaches.
Tools aren't in there. Back at the shop.
Oh my god, no, what are you doing?
Sure you want to go now?
Oh, totally.
Well, there's our choice, right?
Is there an actual choice?
The big red band at the top of the screen says no.
Yeah.
Well, Elizabeth asks you, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Well,
And
but you're driven.
yeah.
Ka me ha me ha.
Come on, let's head back to the gunsmith and finish her. I aim to be on that airship and well shut of this place for long.
So the burst guns are.
There's going to be a revolution just like Les Miserables. These people are gonna have
Oh, does this one have a scope?
lives.
Neat.
Ugh.
What? Oh, the mouse thing? Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's something going on outside.
Yeah, it sounds. You know what? I'm just gonna keep the repeater here handy for close encounters.
Okay. The Vox are here. Why are things exploding?
How did Daisy Fitzroy get here?
You ever see a forest at the beginning of a
Oh,
fire?
I guess
For the first
this is
flame,
evidence.
see them possums and squirrels running through the trees. They know what's coming. But the fat bears with their bellies full of honey, well, you can't hardly wake them up from their comfortable hibernation. We're going to Emporium, and then we gonna see what it takes to rouse them from their slumber.
What's, is this guy being drinking?
This guy remembers you killing him.
Oh, that's not super good.
Like, this is all kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what any of it means.
Can you feel it? Daisy's moved these people.
I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Once we get our airship, we'll be well shut of this place.
Well shut. Is that a naval mine?
It looks like
Why
it.
is it in here?
I don't know.
Why is it in the air at all?
I mean,
What a curious object.
yeah. That's very strange.
It was probably like some sort of weird prop, but this is like distracting because that shape and design
Yeah,
is for floating in the water and blowing up ships. Wait, what? There was a firefight. That's a lot of rockets. Oh no, there's a robot. It's shooting. So, in this timeline, the Vox Populi have already revolted and are winning?
Yeah, looks like it.
For various interpretations of winning.
I really like, in Mike Daisy's monologue about Moby Dick, he says that Moby Dick ends with Ahab winning, in that he pursues and finds the whale all the way to his own destruction.
Yeah.
Right?
That was his MO, right?
Yeah. Like he pursues the whale to his own ruin.
Yep.
But that's also him winning.
Weird. So it has a happy ending.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's like the Vox are winning here.
Yeah. What a book.
It's good. I read it twice.
I should probably read it once. Although everything you've told me about it, I get an impression for it.
Yeah, well, it's wonderfully like wordy, basically, right? Like, there are multiple chapters just about whale biology, like as understood in the 18th or 19th century.
It's an interesting statement here. The narrative isn't the only way to create investment in players, but it's the most effective. As much as I like narrative, I don't know if that's necessarily true of video games. I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, like.
I think it's just a tool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are these guys just gonna keep spawning until we get out of here?
Maybe. I would keep going.
Yeah, that's probably correct.
Well, it's also like, you know, even how you tell the narrative. You know, is it like Dark Souls is really effective and it doesn't tell you shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of games that you can point to as having emergent gameplay, right? Which bring player investment.
Yeah, it's like people don't play Minecraft for the story.
Yeah.
They play it for the experience, and what a variety of experiences it is.
I suppose the also one of the experiences of Minecraft is crafting your own story, right?
Yeah, that was my take on it.
I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I've not been paying attention here.
Isn't there like an arrow or something?
No.
Well, deplete the mans. Yeah, I mean, that was one of my theories on why Minecraft and stuff like it and Dwarf Fortress are how am I gonna say this without sounding super poncy? Oh, fuck it. Very pure expressions of video games' ability to create experience rather than tell story, which is something that kind of unique to video games because, like, you know, like films and books and comics and stuff like that, I'm not going to say they've solved storytelling, but they're very good at it, and they have a lot of mechanisms that function very well, and there's a cultural language that makes it easier for them to work, because everybody knows what the hell you're talking about. Video games are able to sort of, like, make give you the apparatus necessary to tell your own story about yourself, or rather your player character, which I always thought was like one of the greatest strengths of that medium. Not obviously not the only way you can use it, but are you having a bad day? Don't get shot, please. You'll be fine.
I love that moment.
Which? Just her sitting here, maybe going crazy?
No, she's singing.
Well, I guess we're gonna be free now. That's
Well, she's singing Credence as a gospel song.
This is actually pretty good framing. It's like the
Yeah.
empty stalks and then the poster in the background. City's on fire, but
Huh.
wait.
God, I'm beautiful.
Wait, what? That's weird.
Martyr.
Martyr?
Maybe that means something different here.
Yeah, in this world. Who dat? Did you just, like, eat a soda out of that guy's ass?
Wouldn't be the first time.
The hero of the Vox!
Hey, guys, he's alive!
In this world, you're a hero.
Crazy.
The Vox. Slade and I burned down the Hall of Heroes. Hard to think. There's two memories in the same
Booker, come
place.
back. We're going to find Daisy Fitzroy.
And we're getting out of here on the First Lady. Let's go.
Whoa. This is like a Homestuck panel. It's the vibrating face. The universal manifestation of psychic trauma. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a pretty good visual shorthand. Because, like, how else do you... That's a difficult thing to express. It's just like...
Yeah.
brain crazies.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was actually an effective way of communicating that.
Yep. This is maybe some of the cultural shorthand I was talking about. What fascinates me about those is, like, how many times does one of those things have to be used in order for it to just sort of catch on?
Yeah,
To, I guess, I guess, become mimetic?
Yeah.
It's probably not even a number.
No, yeah.
It's just, it does or it doesn't. You know? It's like how, I mean, and it extends to all sorts of things, like how, you know, the universal sign for, like, food is a knife and fork.
Yeah.
In North America.
Did we?
Samuel.
Did you what?
When the spells of anger
Did we
come,
miss
I want you to play this
May the Circle Be
recording and
Unbroken?
remember that I am the proudest woman in Columbia to have been your wife. They said your soul was choked by the fumes in that metal box, but this I do not believe. And we shall meet again on that eternal shore.
Oh,
Both
shit.
of us whole and smiling.
Oh, you missed it? Oh.
I love you. I love you.
You can go back and pick it up?
I love you.
Oh, that's... Well, that was really sad.
Yep. Poor Robotman. He is now a war trophy.
Where was the bar?
I don't know.
Okay, this is the police station. Where was the bar?
We should probably take a break soon, because I'm
Okay.
also, like, ravenously hungry.
Okay, yeah.
need
I
to-
mean, like, this seems like a fine place to take a break.
Okay, well, we'll be back momentarily.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
BBL. Wow. Never mind. Wait, no, we're over here.
Hey everyone, we're back.
Yes,
All
we're
right, let's
back.
continue clicking on heads. apparently, if we go to the bar now, we might be able to do the circle thing.
Okay.
Which is good because, you know, it has meaning, right?
What thing are you talking about?
There, if you go to the bar in Finkton,
Yeah.
you can go downstairs in the bar,
Yeah.
and you will find a guitar on the ground.
Yeah.
You can pick it up, and you can play a song with Elizabeth, where you play the guitar and she sings.
Okay.
And it is just like an old... it's a very American moment, and it's really good, and hopefully we can still do it. Okay,
So
that
this
is
way?
the way to the bullpen, right? Which is the cop shop.
IDK.
Is the bar through here?
Gotta get your COD run on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is just the fuzz.
Bar is past the handyman,
Past the handyman? Okay.
so it's back this way.
Okay.
Fun fact is the actual voice actor playing the guitar. What?
Yeah.
That's nuts. So right
Right.
and past here, I guess. In here?
Is this it? Oh, okay. To run away, I got to get away.
Not someone with their own dreams and
Is that Tainted Love?
Yeah, it's Tainted Love.
not someone trying to make sure their kids have it better than they did. The founders see you as something to be controlled. To be told when to eat, when
Wait,
to
you
sleep,
left this one.
when to stand,
Yeah.
sit down.
This girl was already gone.
Magazine ink piece?
Monument Island's a damn ghost.
May I go to the bathroom,
They
sir?
evacuated her when they heard I was here. An old friend told me Comstock spirited her off to that fortress of his. As a one-man job, this just went from betting on the river to drawing dead.
I do.
Just spell some of the gloom.
Let's do it. Mi guitarra.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by? Is a better home awaiting in the sky? In the sky.
Well, I mean, that's the question, isn't it? We don't know it's the question yet about this game, but
Heck, grab it.
Okay.
will you close the loop? Right? Of causality in this game, where you bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know what those things mean yet, but that's the circle.
The circle
When
of
you
strife.
force deep underground, well, you see things from the bottom up. And down at the bottom of the city, I saw a fire burning. The fire's got heat aplenty, but it ain't got no mouth. Daisy. Now she got herself a mouth big enough for all the fires in Columbia.
You're the fire eater?
I don't know.
I am confused. Yes. Excuse me. Don't try to find the sub-ocean. It's not watch and play.
Where's the way out now? God, I'm so bad at video games. This has to be it, right? Yeah.
Isn't that the monk? I think so. Yeah, leave area. Da, 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 da. Wham! Hey, where's Liz?
In this world,
Oh, there we go.
These folk need a better class of hero. When it comes down to it, the only difference between Comstock and Fitzroy is how you spell the name.
Clangity, 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 clang. Finkton Porper. This is a minor design thing. I wonder why they used the broom handle as the main gun for this game. Because it was a German pistol, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I could have that wrong. Okay, so now you fight your way back through this area with different enemies.
Yeah.
Because it's a different timeline. Goodbye. They're all wearing bowler hats. It's a good uniform. No, now it's over C-96 is German. Yeah.
Do it now.
On it.
Whibley.
Force him out.
Yeah, the later versions of the Zeppelin.
No, can't get up there.
Well, piss. Can you get from here?
There. That way.
Oh, that's not so good.
Hi.
That man is hitting you with a rockets launcher.
Yet I won.
Yeah, because you had shields.
Yep,
That you found in a bottle.
I did.
Bottle
I
shields.
drank what I found in the bottle and then became indestructible.
You drank the yellow stuff, and you became indestructible.
Whee! Oh. I thought I'd get to die.
Oh, I don't doubt that it was chosen for aesthetics. It's just a distinctly non-American pistol. Where's Liz?
She's always behind you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we did it. I don't know if I brought us to a world where the Vox had weapons. Or I created one.
Yeah, maybe found you.
I'm sure it's not important.
It's fine. Drink piss, become immortal? Sounds pretty good.
It's the secret to health.
Oh, that's why Bear Grylls is unkillable. They exploded. Shit's getting...
Let's
Get
get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here. That's from...
Army of Darkness.
Wow!
It's when the skeletons are running away at the end of the movie.
That movie's great.
It really
Completely
is.
unrelated to anything we're talking
Yeah.
about. Just Army of Darkness. In fact, two of the... I've not seen the most recent one. I heard it was maybe good, but...
Army of...
Well, no.
Oh,
Like,
the Evil Dead remake?
yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was good too.
Well, there's two... Isn't there two of them? Like, one's a sequel, because it has Bruce Campbell in it. Because this fucked me up. Please forgive me for this tangent. So, The Evil Dead, the very first one, was a played straight horror movie.
Yeah.
That was unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think sort of became a minor cult classic. They made a sequel / remake called Evil Dead 2.
Yep.
Which was played for laughs and amazing.
Yeah.
Very funny. And then Army of Darkness was a direct sequel to Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
And then they made... But then they remade Evil Dead 2 played straight again? I think.
Apparently.
And I was just like... I don't get it.
Wait, hold on.
Oh wait, Ash vs. the Evil Dead is a show?
Can we...
I didn't know that. Can you do it? Wee bonk.
Oh.
You just stop and you just hear this like horrible insertion noise.
Shoop.
Remember me as I was.
Okay. Huh.
Kill the false shepherd. That's a lot.
Malkovich.
Malkovich.
Okay, Shantytown was that way.
We're just winding our way back up to the gala. Yeah.
Ah, yes,
perfect.
okay.
Everything's very good and fine and good.
No,
and
it's
fine.
boarded up.
Oh, piss. Well, how are you gonna get inside?
No.
Ivan!
Maroon.
Are we gonna play Battlefield 1? Probably not on this stream. I mean, it's World War I simulator.
Yeah.
Although, now that you bring it up, there's been some interesting consternation about the beta, or is it the beta or something? Because the character models are all very racially diverse.
Yeah.
And as you would expect, that's making people go apeshit over it.
Really?
Yeah. And it's weird because like there's some people who are like, well, actually there were all these different people, and it's also fiction.
Yeah.
But sure.
Looks like I got a friend in town after all.
Oh.
Slate. He's fell in with these Vox Populi. And for irregulars, I will say, they are loaded for bear. Problem is, I gotta help them with their damn revolution first. Then we take Comstock House by storm. I do that, I get the girl.
Huh. Well.
So what now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, all I really know about World War I is reading Lynn McDonald's histories of it.
Yeah. No, just people were, as usual, being shitty about it. It's like, well, how come there's so many black Germans? It's like, well, you know, that's the thing you're gonna get honked off about.
Yeah.
You know, not the guy parachuting off the top of the Zeppelin with the. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just never mind. Tell me honestly, do you play these games for their historical accuracy? Answer fucking no.
Yeah.
You play them because they're rad and you get to shoot guns. I'm sure this is a minor detail you can overlook and not...
There is an indicator we can use where to go?
Is there? Well, maybe I'm stupid. Hey! Get a look at this guy. I think he's stupid. I think I may have made that up. I don't know if it's from something.
No, there's an execute button. V. Navigation, nav aid, N.
N.
Return to the gunsmith. We did return to the gunsmith shop.
Oh, no, wait, we have to go there again.
Oh, we have to click on the bodies.
Yeah. Or, wait. You have to jam it in? Or, oh, and investigate.
This is not what I...
Whoops.
Let's leave this place. Let's go to the factory and get our airship. This isn't our responsibility, none of it. You just opened a door to this world and we stepped through it.
Are you sure, Booker? Did I just bring us to a world where Chenlin was alive, or did I create it? I told you I always thought that my little trick was a form of wish fulfillment.
But at what cost?
Brothers and sisters, I wish to speak plainly.
Uh-oh. It's Shotsman time. I guess the thing with Battlefield 1 is like the appearance of like multicultural player models in the game is no weirder than the super rare rifles and pistols and equipment that technically were in the First World War, but on like tiny deployment in like buttfuck nowhere for like a period of 3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Well, like, also, there have always been black people.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
like,
I mean,
like
these people's history books are fucking movies and shit.
Yeah.
So it's no, it's
like,
it's a bullshit argument, just like any other on the internet.
These were all also colonial powers.
Yeah. What the hell's that? Oh, there it is. It's a Flamen Werfer! It's Werfing Flamen!
He thinks we so difficult.
Can't get that door open unless someone takes that airship out.
Are we volunteering?
Do it. Now!
Sure thing.
I see what the game wants us to do.
What? Oh. Oh yeah, I see. You gotta get up there. Shoot the blimp! Don't actually shoot the... Well, they'll shoot the blimp in a minute.
Mr. Fake. Which is why we are left with no other option.
These are some funny looking rocks. Where's the ingress point for the rail?
Yeah.
It's probably further back.
It must be.
Ow. Please stop warping, Flamen! Okay, so... Oh, for fuck's sake. How do we get up on there? Oh, wait, do you just have to shoot it? It doesn't have a health bar.
Yeah.
You have no idea if you're dealing damage to it. I'm pretty sure you have to get up on it.
Much obliged.
Back at the curve? Which curve?
That curve?
I mean, I guess it stands to reason you'd have to... Oh, maybe down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that looks promising. How many Pokemon are in this game? I mean, just Elizabeth. Oh, there we go. Feels like it's an on-rails shooter. Get out! Get out of my chat! Oh dear. I think you need to hit its weak spot for massive damage. Can you actually get on board it? Wait, okay, so can you get on it? Oh, there we go. Right there. Hey, Lamau. Later.
How did you get here?
Don't worry about it. Okay. You have to scrabotage it. You sabotaged his nose. Those are big floodlights. Oh, the leather armor. For all the good that's gonna do. Uh-oh. Are you no-scoping? The design, or like concept art for those robots is really great. Because the rubber mask, like specifically points out how it's like puckered around all of the like orifices.
Oh, really?
And like the rubber's really, really old, and so it has all these spider cracks coming out of it.
Oh, so it's all like
really fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's Oh. Huh.
Goodbye.
They leave behind hella jibs.
Sabotage the engine and bring this thing down.
Okay. Glug glug. Okay.
Gotta get off this thing.
Didn't think this through, did you, Booker? You dumbass. It also looks like you only sabotaged one of the engines. Nang. We are drifting very rapidly into Nang %.
It's a modern game. It won't let us die.
Casual shit. I guess back up the way you came. Yeah, there you go. Can you mantle?
I don't think so.
I guess you just wait for it to come around to a rail or something.
Yeah.
Imagine salts are just bad rum. Awkward. It's a very mellow crash.
Yeah. Well, I mean, blimps do everything at a very languid pace.
Yep.
Right? Hey.
What the fuck? What just happened? What on any level just happened? What did you just stick me with? Where are we?
See? Everything's fine.
Okay. It was, yeah, it was.
Well, and that's some hella side-eye.
It was a Zelopin. Yeah, she's... You're like the 17th version of Booker that she's pulled out of a rift this week.
Can't keep Bookers alive.
I missed the one that was a clown. I missed the one that was a mime. More money.
More money.
Oh, more problems. Role-playing game ammo. I do like the giant clock.
Yeah.
With this teeny little sliver for sleep.
Yep. And look, it even has a sliver for leisure.
I wonder how long those blocks are. That looks like about an hour?
Yeah.
Or 2?
Sleep.
What's the bottom 2?
Training.
Training.
And... prayer.
Prayer. Oh. So leisure, prayer, training, sleep. Who trains just before sleep?
I don't know.
Cam, you don't play Animal Crossing, do you?
No, I don't.
It's very popular, or at least it was at one point. Standard 14-hour workday? What, with 2 hours sleep?
Uh-huh.
Fuck a donut. Oh, I guess you need to do it. Leave Finkton proper. I also have 99 bookers, but you just use one.
Yeah, sorry, Liluva fan. Yeah, don't play Animal Crossing.
Oh boy. We all play Pokemon now, though.
Yep.
Everybody plays Pokemon now. You pull in too many DeWitts and you really get over-bookered. Laserbeak's Fury.
This feels like it would have been a great Rick and Morty episode.
Holy shit, you're not even wrong.
Oh, jeez, Booker, what are we gonna do?
Shut up, Elizabeth. Throw me that hot dog.
Oh shit, we have to do that now.
Oh no! Oh, that is too good. Oh, did you see their reading of that court transcript?
Yeah. Oh look, they even have the equivalent enemy units.
Why are they all dressed like Satans?
I assume that these, because they had the mascots, right? For not the salts, but the magic powers in this game, where these were the guys that you were like levitating and throwing around.
Oh, okay. Right.
A less interesting Rick and Morty.
Eyes forward.
We need to take that elevator up. Bet it leads to Fink's office.
Death from above. Tunnel vision.
No, we want to keep that one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the subtext here seems to be it's okay when we shoot cops. But when these other people start doing it too, well, that's just... Like, the player has a lot of agency to go ahead and do things.
I guess... I mean, at no point it's really ever said that what you're doing is okay. Even
No.
Booker's not super
super into it.
But, I mean, I guess I stand by what I said before, which is just that, like, the amount of violence you actually do is kind of out of goose with anything that you could possibly imagine, even, like, the most violent person in the world doing.
Yeah.
Because, like, video games, by their nature, kind of go to a comical end.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, right? Because it's like if you were telling like a short story about like an extraordinarily violent person, the body count would probably be like maybe a dozen to really get the point across.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, who knows? But in this, it's literally hundreds, maybe thousands.
See, like this equivalence between Fitzroy and Comstock really, I don't know, doesn't seem right to me.
Oh, you'll get to Paris.
I had a role in this catastrophe. If you want to pretend that we're purely innocents in this, then that's your prerogative, but...
Telephone. Hello?
Hello? Think?
I saw you die, Booker. Saw it with my own eyes.
Fitzroy. Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my airship.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just complicate the narrative.
It's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
How long does that watch last on a wind?
It used to last quite a long time, but now wind it a couple of times and tell me what you feel.
That's weird.
It's slipping on the inside. Like, it still holds a wind, but it,
Oh, now they're hostile. That's a shame. Can't we just talk about... Oh, fuck it.
just as bad.
These holes have shown me yet another wonder, though I've yet to see the application for it. They illuminate a merger of machine and man that is somehow the lesser yet the greater of both parties.
Ew.
The process seems to be irreversible.
Press to wash away your enemies. Hold to grab enemies, and release to reel them in for punishment.
Perhaps, though, Comstock will have some need of this kind of thing to keep watch in that tower he is building.
Want some money? Catch, Mr. DeWitt.
Thank you.
Help me out with this lock?
Sure thing.
The final boss is just gangrene from your hand. Oh, that's running a little quick. Oh, hey, it's...
Booker!
Huh. That's...
Kill the imposters. Burn their bodies when you're
Uh-oh. What?
They even have the same voice file.
Tate roar. The DLC changed this? In what way did it change it? He's been popping in and out, but does anybody else find it strange that the bandage on Booker's right hand disappeared when he took the plasmid? It's fine.
Must wave hands.
Oh, shit, it's one of those.
They even have the same... Ow, dude. Maybe you should be on a union-mandated break.
It's all I've got.
Yeah, the handymen are pretty cool enemies, actually.
They are.
I like them. They're very tragic, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, these just sort of like, they're very Frankenstein's monster-y. It's sort of like, oh god, my existence is suffering.
I cannot see a single goddamn thing that's happening in this game.
Oh, he hit you. Goodbye. You're fine.
Everything's fine.
He's almost... Comparison to Big Daddies who had it worse. I don't know.
I wonder what that noise means.
Boom. Salty.
Catch.
Hey, it's Twitch comments. I think you mean Finks monster. That fucking joke.
Oh my god, wow. It came full circle. It actually... Oh, that's good. That's real good.
Wow. Sniper rifle. I want to see a game where the revolutionaries are like, we will dye our cloths in the blood of our enemies, and then they hang them up and they go completely brown.
Yeah.
And they're just like, fuck.
Oh, these smell real bad
Oh, they
now.
smell like jerky. But not like flavored jerky, like unflavored jerky.
And they just smell like meat chunk.
I feel sick.
You want me to wear this
why
as
did
a
we
mask?
do this?
I don't want to wear this.
It was like in...
Where's your uniform? I lost it.
It was like in Adam Warren's Empowered comic, where there's this like ninja hit squad, and they're laboriously chopping their latest victim into exactly 1,000 pieces as requested by their employer, and they're like, this is bullshit. And there's like, you know, 998, 999, 1,000. Okay. Can we go now?
Aha. Oh, son of the bitch.
There we go.
Yeah, they'd be all stiff and stuff.
Ugh. They would look a lot like jerky. Oh, can you go in there?
I don't know. Maybe now, yeah.
Oh.
No, no, no! She's going to kill that child. Booker, we have to do something.
She's going to severely menace it first.
We have to get in there.
Okay. This'll work out okay. Sure. What vent?
Where do I press the button?
Right there? Yeah, the one that's glowing. There we go. Okay. I mean, this is...
You wouldn't boost a car.
Go!
This is not a good... Hey, Daisy! Daisy! Daisy!
Is this it? Is this your movement, Daisy?
My bowel movement, maybe.
This is what needs to be done. You see, the founders ain't nothing but weeds. Cut them down and they just grow back. If you want to get rid of the weed, you gotta pull it up from the root. The only way to do it.
Elizabeth.
Oh dear.
Elizabeth.
Oh, she's not in good shape.
Oh, hey, easy.
Wait, come back. Goodbye. Torque it. So she reacts the way one would expect to killing their first person.
Yeah.
And
Listen, I think you should talk to me.
I've done this a million times. It's no big deal.
Why don't you just come out of there?
Busy. Piss.
So apparently the DLC did change this.
In what way?
Apparently, it made the Lutece twins, into the villains.
Really?
Yeah.
That poor. Hello.
Elizabeth.
Hi.
This is all they had.
Now we have the
How do you
iconic
do it?
costume.
Mm-hmm.
Do what?
Forget. How do you wash away the things that you've
Gin.
So much gin.
You don't. You just learn to live with it.
So the moment of truth between us. New York or Paris?
Oh, that's not a good sound.
No, 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 no!
Shit. Come on, we gotta find a way to make this thing go faster.
So.
Do you know what that looks like? Help me find it!
Uh-oh. Oh, goodbye. Not a very good guardian, is it?
Ugh.
So the costume change after that moment
Mm-hmm.
is definitely important because it just sort of like
Yeah,
the,
well, it
the loss
shifts-
of innocence and
well-
you know just like
Yeah.
oh
Booker! I've got to stop them!
No, that.
Booker, hurry!
No, it's not.
Hey, how long he'll come back?
Here.
Stop it! Stop it! You don't know what you're doing!
Ha! There it is.
You've done it now. He's coming back. He's coming back.
The notes were correct.
The instrument was not.
One needs both to get his attention.
But if you know how to sing to him,
He will take you where you need to go.
what are you giving me?
Who are you?
And needed where we are.
So Comstock uses these songs. Well, there others we can use? Something to keep the bird off our back?
perhaps you should ask the maestro himself.
So where is he? Of course.
Boop!
Well,
Later.
I guess they left the piano.
So apparently Daisy has an audio log discussing her thoughts on where she specifically talks about the revolution shouldn't commit the same crimes as their oppressors and how they have to break the cycle of violence. But the Lutesses have convinced her that if she plays the bad guy at this point in Elizabeth's life, it will ultimately work out better for everyone. Huh. That's an interesting choice to put in a DLC.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just gonna eat a can of beans.
Just slam it.
Elizabeth.
Oh, jeez, Booker! Do you want this coin?
You need to remove your belongings or we can't take any more people. The barge is at full weight. We're taking off now. Disembark.
Lutesses are very weird. How the fuck are they staying erect?
Sounds
God damn it. Uh-oh. Time for fights. Yeah, like the haircut and costume are just sort of like, you know what it reminds me of? Have you ever seen Falling Down?
Yeah.
There's an interesting little thing where he has that like white shirt through most of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's causing a lot of mayhem. But it isn't until he kills the guy, I think it's the guy in the gun store?
shop? Yeah.
That he changes into a black shirt.
I'm an American. You're a sick fuck.
It's a good movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, like how it goes from like sort of, you know, lighthearted mischief and like just this slow descent into complete madness. I'd recommend that movie. It's very, very good. Very weird. But yeah, it's just sort of like a visual signifier of like a tone change or like a personality paradigm kind of shift.
Oh, there he is.
There he was. Whoa!
This guy's playing Junkrat against Farah.
Could Falling Down be made today? I don't know.
I mean, it would... I mean...
That's a really... Well, it's
Like-
an actually impossible question to answer.
Well, I mean, like, after you have all of the enormous, like, I just can't take it kind of gun violence in the United States anymore, where somebody snaps and kills a whole bunch of people, right?
Or maybe just very calmly decides that they're going to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Which is maybe more terrifying. Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, when was that movie made? Like, the 90s?
Early yeah.
Elizabeth?
Give me a second.
Yeah, it would probably be in
That song that brings in the bird.
bad taste at this point. Well, I don't know.
When I was younger,
Not
I
that
used to be
a topic like that should be in any way off the what's the phrase
Off
I'm
the
looking
table?
for? Off the table. That's the one. Yeah.
He was
93.
93.
Yeah.
until I grew up.
Yeah, after all the mass shootings in the United States, I think it would be...
Because he was my warden.
Yeah.
He's just
Well, I mean,
Constance's pet, isn't he?
to be played for laughs the way the movie is, that would probably be inappropriate. I mean, I think more movies may need to be made about that stuff, but I don't know that you could play them for laughs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should. What the fuck? Oh, God!
Fitzroy's no better than Comstock.
Well, they went right out and said it.
Once people get their blood up, it ain't easy to settle it down again.
Gross.
Well, they shot it during the LA riots. I don't know.
Want to hold on to this?
Oh, God. Natural Born Killers was just kind of a pile, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I recall that movie making me very angry.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I don't even remember much about it. I just remember it pissed me off. There's only a few movies that have really, really, like, made me mad at them. That one and, what was it? The Wicker Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because what... The whole narrative... Okay, so the broad strokes of The Wicker Man is this devout Christian investigator travels to this island of pagans on the trail of a missing girl.
Yeah.
And as he talks to everybody, you know, they're sort of like very coy about what's going on with their society, and they're obviously like, you know, something's going on, but they won't tell him. And the main guys is sort of like, you know, we just have a different culture, you know, than you. You know, we're no worse than, you know, your culture. This is
Yeah.
And
as it turns out, no, they just burn people
oh
alive.
yeah, no, and in the end it's just like, JK, we're crazy pagans and we're gonna burn you alive.
Yeah.
And it's just like, because it was on this route where it's just like, oh, maybe, you know, he could have this sort of revelation. It's like, oh, you people aren't shitty. You didn't do anything to this girl, and I learned something. No, you're just gonna stuff me in like an effigy and burn me. Okay.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
I guess pagans are evil.
Yeah.
It's New York.
I think I also get really mad at. There's a weird thing I have about like conspiracy kind of movies where everybody's against one person and he's like getting gaslit.
Yeah.
It just makes me really uncomfortable. I'd like it better if those robots just randomly fell down sometimes and got stuck.
Like Ed 209?
Yeah. You just can't climb stairs.
Pigbot.
Also, I was talking about the original, not the remake, but... Like, actually, I liked the Truman Show.
I thought it was
fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like anything incredible. It was just like a kind of an unusual story, which is sometimes a lot to expect out of Hollywood.
Oh yeah, good thing to point out.
Oh, here they come.
They, well, at least she, invented the technology that allows the city to float.
Giant balloons.
Quantum particles, suspended in space-time at a fixed height.
So, not giant balloons?
But the thing is, my book said they disappeared several years ago.
I told you they'd come.
No, you didn't.
Right. I was going to tell you they'd come.
But you didn't.
But I don't.
You sure that's right?
Something tells me they're not exactly what they appear.
No. That's not the subjunctive.
He's drawing himself. That's messed up. Well,
Had to have been.
Had to have had been. That can't be right.
They have fun.
yeah, they do. I do kind of dig the idea of like these two characters who have discovered like multi-dimensional travel and are just
kind of fucking around.
just
with it.
fucking around, seeing what's what they can do because they're just like essentially godlike creatures.
Yeah.
At this point, they're just like, what would happen? They've probably been at this for ages.
Yeah.
Like, who knows how long they've been doing this for? How many like permutations of this scenario they've been party to?
Well, this is my second time playing through this game. Maybe they're aware of it. Everyone who's played this game.
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne. He was grooming me, wasn't he?
Ew, that's... Oh, you had to use that word.
Thought they'd stay on top forever. Ha, look at them now.
Killer be killed!
Is there an exact tally of the number of times this has happened on a chalkboard? Well, there's the number of flips.
Yeah, the number of
so
flips.
the number of times they've done that is like...
Yeah.
Maybe like 100. So probably more than that, because who knows at what point they decided, hey, what if we just kept getting these coins?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Burst gun. Recoil for the repeater. Okay, there we go. Those are all the weapons we're using.
Found some money.
I just kind of want to run around PAX yelling, Booker, catch! And then throwing
Just
like...
whipping hot dogs at people?
Yeah, or like a can of Monster or something. Just...
The founders will bleed.
Yeah, there's the line. Anybody wearing glasses. Right, that was a Khmer Rouge thing.
Jeez. Oh, this guy again.
Mr. Comstock, when we next meet, it won't be to parley. See, I went out to that Hall of Heroes to scalp your false shepherd for you. Turns out, though, DeWitt speaks Sioux. He helped me to swap words with this crippled child I've been, looking after. Now, after hearing how the kid has fared in your city, I'm thinking when we take your pelt, I'll let him hold the knife.
Locked. Elizabeth?
Let me see.
Actually, a good tie-in would be whipping DLC codes at people.
Yeah.
Like stamped silver dollars with a cereal. I missed a trick there. Ricker and Lidsroy. Holy shit, Booker, you just killed that guy. His head totally just exploded.
Elizabeth, if you're gonna crap your panties every time one of these guys dies, I'm just gonna leave you here.
But you shot him and like lightning came out of the stump in his neck and oh, he's still twitching.
These people are petty bureaucrats.
I don't respect
Elizabeth. They don't experience pain like you or me. You think their families are gonna
Oh man.
Carbine.
We're at hour 2.
All right.
Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, sure.
Let's take a quick snimmercial. We'll be right back. Boop. Wait, where's the button? There. No, there it is.
Yeah.
Mom,
Everything's fine.
Mom. Okay.
All right, back to more clicking on heads. Smoke cigarettes.
Smoke tobacco.
Smoke. Smoke weed every.
Oh, City of the Edge of Forever. That was the one that
Harlan Ellison wrote?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story about Gabe and Tycho being on a panel with Harlan Ellison?
Okay. What?
Once? And like he was just like really shitty. And like just like this cranky old man who was like, "Well, what do you guys do?" And he was like, "Well, we do things on the internet." And like he was just being like a shitty, cranky old man.
Oh,
and Gabe told him that he really enjoyed the Star Wars novel he wrote.
Fuck.
I see a lockpick over there.
I'm actually gonna
Like that.
over the right. There you go. That's unfortunate.
Well,
yeah, but Harlan
like-
can take it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that was just like the precisely calibrated shitty thing to say to him. Like
That
this old
could
man.
be blown off as a misunderstanding.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you totally write Star Wars fiction. Me too.
He's a brave man because he could have ended up with a dead badger in his mail.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's a thing Harlan's done before.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I'm just gonna.
I think it was Dreams of Sharp Teeth. They interview him and he confirms or denies a series of allegations. Like there's one where it's like you threw someone down an elevator shaft. He's like, no, I like punched a guy out or something like that. I don't remember, but there was. Yeah, I think he sent a dead badger to somebody.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I do know Harlan. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh, really? I didn't know you knew him.
Oh yeah, no, him and my dad go way back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Humble brags, but I've been to his house. It's really cool.
Neat.
Yeah, no, he's yeah, it's been a very, very long time since I saw him, but my dad and him have been friends for ages, and
oh, cool.
Yeah, well, they keep up pretty well. Well, I mean, again, like
how do I say this? I always forget that your dad is actually like a super big deal.
Actually,
which is just because like he's such a cool guy.
You know what I think the thing is? Like I'm sort of inspired by my dad because I think he's exactly the right level of fame to have a really good time, because you're connected to all these people who are actually super famous, but you don't draw so much attention to yourself that you have an like unbearably stifling life.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what I'm trying to do, is just be like medium pimping. So you get to hang out with all the cool people, but you don't lose your all your privacy. Yeah.
I do like how the Vox, I think it was GCU in the chat, pointed out the Vox mobile Patriots, or motorized Patriots.
Yeah?
They're Gundams. Are Abe Lincoln.
Nice.
With the devil horns.
Oh, okay. One more brief aside. My mom, in her autobiography comic, did a couple of panels of them visiting Harlan, and he was being himself. He showed up to the door like in a bathrobe, half shaven, and he was just like, you know what, I thought I would shave, when I knew you were coming here, but I decided fuck it, and just didn't finish. It's
yeah, the line about your wives being ours. Kind of a gross line. Oh, the Sons are, or no, not the Sons, the Vox.
Yeah.
Are yelling about your homes are ours, your city's ours, your things are ours, your wives are ours.
That's okay. Bring it back.
Yeah.
But of course, like trying to make these, it's like, did you know they're bad guys?
Yeah.
No, hang on a sec. Let me just like wear armor out of dead dogs or something.
Yeah. Dead puppy armor.
No scope.
Here, ammo. Need this?
Much obliged.
My dad worked on Jello Man and Wobbly. Yeah, I don't remember if Jello actually invented those characters, but yeah, he did a bunch of that stuff. Ken's done a lot of work for a lot of...
Wait, Jello?
Yes.
Like, Jello Biafra?
What? No, fucking the gelatin.
Oh.
Yeah, they had an ad campaign with these weird characters called Jello Man and Wobbly. And Jello Man was this character made out of the gelatin letters ELLO, and the J was the dog. The dog's name was Wobbly.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's powerfully weird.
Man. The 70s.
What?
Was that the 70s?
No, it's the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Late 80s, early 90s, probably.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember that. I guess it did when the Ghostbusters cartoon was airing, they had a magazine.
Right.
Yeah, he did a shitload of stuff for that. Also, the Astro Boy North American reboot. He did that comic.
No kidding.
Yep. They just speaking of Harlan and my dad.
Where did you come from?
Speaking of Harlan and my dad, they just reprinted Night and the Enemy with a new cover.
Neat.
I don't think I'm credited anywhere in the book, but I helped put that book together.
Cool.
Yeah, we redid all the text because there's something really kind of nerve-wracking and it's super exciting touching originals from the 80s. Because I had to scan them all and they had manual set type on them, which we all changed for electronic type. But it was just this stuff is irreplaceable.
That's so cool.
Don't fuck it up.
Oh, that's really cool, GCU.
Oh, yeah?
Her dad was the talent manager for the Kennedys, Dead Kennedys.
Nice.
Done.
The old Astro Boy cartoon, the one from the 50s in black and white, is fucked up.
Is it?
Although, not in a spectacular way, but it's just weird.
Those turnstiles are one way.
Tezuka's a weird guy.
I really fondly remember the time they go to Mars to look for the expedition. They wind up fighting the aliens.
Matter of clothes.
That'll do. You get this open?
Keep a lookout. There.
Founder's books. Propaganda.
Nope.
Have I read Pluto? Holy fuck, have I ever. Oh, you want something that races to the top of my recommendation list? Read Pluto. It's the guy who did the artist is the guy who did Monster. It's
Brother, what Comstock failed to understand is that our contraption is a window not into prophecy, but probability. But his money means the Lutece field could become the Lutece tear, a window between worlds, a window through which you and I might finally be together.
you and me and me. Shit, I've lost my train of thought. It's so fragile.
I'm sorry.
Pluto. It's a dramatic reimagining of one of the Astro Boy arcs, and it's a hell of a thing.
That's kind of interesting, right? Like,
it's very, very good. Especially considering, like, it's... I think it's pretty... like, I've not read the comic it's based on, but it's like...
It's a simple dual dial lock.
It's
My
amazing.
book said most fools keep the combination no more.
Let's hope we find one of those fools.
Anos kists loosed in the snitty.
This might be it. Why are you so keen on lockpicking and code breaking?
Trying to get out of the
Put a
tower.
person in a cage that develop an interest in such things.
I suppose so.
And I won't be locked up again.
Piss. Ruh-roh. Get your damn head down. I do like that Songbird's outfit is like massive stitched leather. What a weird monster.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
$451.
Promise me.
I will stop him.
That is an oath you cannot keep. Promise me that if it comes to it, you will not let him take me back.
Come to that. All right.
Huh. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah. Comes to that, I'll do us both.
It's not an engagement ring. Oh, the movie's so good. What are they shooting at?
Look, Fox are tearing this place apart.
Oh, those are rockets.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, luckily there's an interaction token.
Whee! God, Elizabeth needing a couple years of therapy. Regrettably, she doesn't get it. She gets quite the opposite.
Where are we even trying to go here?
I don't know. Maybe in here? Don't! Oh, you need to take out all these guys so you can lockpick that. Rockets! Have you ever been gaslit by reality? That's Elizabeth.
Yeah.
There's a Booker decoy, apparently. I don't think it's a decoy.
Sorry.
Where the hell are these people coming from? To be.
What the? Oh. Hello.
Isn't their health supposed to go down when we do this?
Yeah, ordinarily. You gotta shoot him in the heart.
Luckily, we're perfectly safe up here.
Kind of.
On it.
That is not a decoy. Ow. Ooh. Oh, they can just come after you? Fuckers. He's just trying to melee you with his rocket launcher?
There.
Oh, you should strike him. Oh, did you get him? Why is he shooting lightning balls at you? What a duck. Sir, please gear down.
Oh man.
Can you imagine what this must look like? Booker just like hooked on, like shouldering this rifle, like sighting through it, and somehow chambering the other round.
Yeah.
Done. I found ammo.
Oh, here he is. What the hell is that?
Ah, I caught him in the noggin.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
No. There we go.
Got a lock, needs picking.
Let me see.
Yeah, he just like holds the rifle
There you go.
between his teeth, vertically,
Yeah.
and then just like chambers with his offhand. Bang! Click, cling, click!
I had trapped the atom in mid-air. Colleagues called my Lutece field quantum levitation, but in fact it was nothing of the sort. Magicians levitate. My atom simply failed to fall. If an atom could be suspended indefinitely, well, why not an apple? If an apple, why not a city?
That was a pretty big jump.
Seems right up your alley.
I'll give it a whirl.
Just one time I'd like Elizabeth to just like punt the door down, or just be like it wasn't locked.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer 94. I forgot that we do subs at the end of the show, so you got a bonus. Oh dear. Why a city? Because why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, like, we suspend atoms all the time. Quite a bit more than that. You know, the Millikan oil drop experiment. It's fine.
With the pitch drop?
No, the oil drop experiment. Millikan's oil drop
I
experiment.
don't know that one.
Oh, he used tiny aerosolized droplets of oil and
Yeah.
suspended them in an electric field.
Really?
Yeah.
And they just float?
Yep.
Cool.
And that was how you could, because he could modulate the electric field, or adjust the power of the electric field, right? And that was how they were able to get like the equivalence.
Crazy.
I forget. The oil drop experiment, did it... What did it demonstrate?
See, now I'm just thinking about the pitch drip. Oh man, there's a live feed to it?
Yeah, charge of an electron. Thank you. Yeah.
We need to get to Comstock House. Let's head back outside.
Wait, where is the outside?
Would we be playing Bioshock 2 at all? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think this is probably our
We're-
last
yeah,
shot
also, like,
game.
before people, you know, come to our house with pokers.
Yeah.
Metro 2033 or Last Light, I have nothing especially interesting to say about. Like, I played them, and they're okay. But it's kind of the same reason I wouldn't do Stalker on this show.
If he were to take me back,
Hang on.
that's death, Mr. DeWitt. There's something so like it, I cannot tell the difference.
I really, really like Stalker. I don't think it's just. I just don't think it's suitable for this format. Is all. What will we be doing next week? I don't know.
Yeah, we actually should probably figure that out.
Yeah. Well, I was away.
Yeah, no, that's fair. What do we want to talk about next week? What have we been playing recently and thinking about?
I feel like there's something in our inbox. We haven't done Journey yet.
Oh yeah, we could totally do Journey. We should do Journey.
Sounds compelling.
That's pretty straightforward.
We should probably pair it up with something else, so because that's not 3 hours.
Isn't it about 3 hours? I thought it was like.
I think it's like an hour, isn't it?
No, it's longer than that. I thought it was close to 3 hours.
I don't remember now.
I mean, we could do Spec Ops: The Line. Spec Ops: The Line is pretty self-explanatory, though, right?
We haven't done Gone Home, have we?
No.
That's another really good one, actually.
I've never actually played Gone Home.
It's real good.
Cool.
Oh, here he goes again. This fucking guy. Oh, now he's... Sir? Fucking Silent Hill Downport. I don't want to talk about it. Journey's about 2 hours. Well, maybe we can do Journey and something else that's short. Actually, I'm wondering. You've never played 30 Flights of Loving, have you?
No.
I think we can make 1 hour out of that.
What is it? Well, I guess you'll show me.
Yeah, that might be kind of great because like.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. Merg! I'm a horse now! Which one is it? Bucking Bronco?
Return to sender.
Press to generate a magnetic shield. Hold to absorb damage and release to throw it back.
Oh, interesting.
Hold and release to create an explosive trap.
How do we manage what salts we have? Or what powers we have?
I don't know. House of a Thousand Snakes? Yeah, I'm into it.
Bank of the Prophet. We are here. Lutis Slabs. Emporia. So we need to go all the way around to Comstock House there.
Hey, Cam.
Yeah?
Have you played House of a Thousand Snakes?
I've watched you play it.
Oh, okay, then. That one's always great to drop on somebody who has no idea what's coming.
Because it's like 30 seconds long, isn't it? You hit the button
Yeah.
and 1,000 snakes drop.
But the best part of it is the lead up because it starts playing Bittersweet Symphony.
Oh, right.
And it's this long, drawn up, and the room starts vibrating, and the sand comes out of the holes, and then just, fuck! Have you played Stanley Parable?
No, I haven't.
It's another really good one. I don't
we
even
went
know.
the wrong way.
I don't even know where to start with that one.
Yeah.
It would
I've
probably
heard
be
really
good.
good things about it.
You should probably play it yourself because I think that it, like, playing it on commentary for your first time would be a horrible mistake.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like there are some things where I'm happy to play it and like try to figure it out as I go.
Yeah, that's definitely one you need to play yourself. Oh, here it comes. Wow, you put that thing down quick.
It's because I'm good at games.
Still looking. Found ammo. Okay, catch.
Great.
This is 1999 mode?
But
That would just be like shooting all the time. Shoot him in the butt.
I did shoot him in the butt. Didn't work. Didn't take.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
It's the Lutece lab.
Looks abandoned.
Get in there. Dang it. Is Braid a game that would fit in this format?
Like, Braid is another game that I don't think there's actually much to say about.
I mean, like, mechanically, it's probably quite interesting.
But, like, it does its thing,
Yeah.
right?
It's like, oh, that is really clever.
Yeah.
Just gonna rob this place.
Well, they don't need it anymore. What is 1999 mode?
I have no idea. I think it's like a mode from some game that makes it hard like 1999 video games, which I imagine is just supremely unfair.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
1999 video games is what I played in 99. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I didn't mean either. Excuse me.
Shit, don't scare me, son.
Barcode Reader kind of has a point.
What?
I haven't been participating in the chat a whole lot, but I have a thought. Most of the time we've spent on Bioshock Infinite is any tangible discussion getting cut off by the game talking at us or in a cacophonous firefight. The first one I disagree with, the second one I agree with. We may want to, like, take
End
a sort of
early.
a so what moment and talk about what's going to happen next. Like,
Yeah.
how much more can we get to?
I would like to...
Oh, the terror over there.
Yeah.
To your left. That one.
Yeah.
Get it.
This is the kind of one of the moments I wanted to get to.
Yeah. Classic.
Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the...
See, I missed a lot of these
My dear
references.
brother, these holes in the thin air continue to pay dividends. I know not which musician you borrow your notes from, but if he has half the genius of the biologist I now observe, well, then you are to be the Mozart of Columbia.
Swiping music from other timelines.
Yeah, I really love this cover of this song.
Who's this originally by?
Tears for Fears. Okay, so do we want to take a so what moment?
Yeah, like,
Um,
is there one more thing that, like, up ahead that we can conspicuously check out and then do that?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like there's something.
Well, isn't there
The lab?
Yeah, the lab is up here. Or we can get into the lab up here.
I think so, or something. Yeah.
You know, I keep thinking about that dream that you had. New York on fire. There's something about it.
There's gonna be more mans in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should. Nice one too.
I don't know why I
Oh yeah,
killed
there's
those
a fucking boss fight coming up, which is
Oh,
weird.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Yeah, let's park our asses here.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do this part.
That's fair. Yeah, there's
yeah, okay.
So what?
Okay, so what? What have we talked about while we've been playing this game?
Whole shitload of stuff. Just like games being political,
yeah.
narrative devices.
Yeah, because this is kind of like so far it's been like the ultimate expression of the System Shock style, like, hacking and audio log and arrive in a place that is going to hell, right?
Mhm.
And not even set the world to rights, but just navigate it, right? So that also like plays into a lot of what this game is doing, right? Where it's stealing from, like, literally the people of Colombia are stealing from their own future.
Yeah,
right?
narratively, it sets a precedent for stealing from the future, and in the context of the game, mechanics are stolen from other ones.
Yeah.
And so it like,
I actually really like that. I'm comfortable giving it like the pass on, like the audio log thing,
Yeah.
which I find
I
like
still-
intrusive and irritating in a lot of other places where it doesn't fit. And it doesn't fit here, but they actually like talk a lot about how it doesn't fit, and people are like, "What are these things?"
I still kind of
right?
yeah, I still agree with a lot of what Extra Credit said about in service of the brand, but there's two readings there. It's just like, on the one hand, it's like they stuck in all this shit from previous games because that's what you expect out of a Shock game.
Mm-hmm.
But also they were kind of clever in how they lampshaded it.
Yeah.
So,
like, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else about like the borrowed mechanics that I need to talk about. Like, yeah, the criticism of them I think is very valid, but I think it's also a criticism that the game is aware of and does try to address.
yeah. I mean, it makes me wonder if it was something that they knew that they had to do. It's like, we can't do this Shock game without fucking plasmids now.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we do that without making it boring? Because we want to do a different, like, setting that's interesting.
Yeah, and like acknowledging it in the game doesn't, like, saying like, acknowledging something in your story is problematic doesn't absolve you of it unless you do something with it, right? Like, because saying like,
It's like saying JK after a really shitty joke.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you just don't want the consequences.
Yeah.
You don't actually, you weren't telling a joke. You just said something really abhorrent and are like, oh shit, I don't want these people to get mad at me.
Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't excuse it, but I think I don't know. I think it. There is a reading here where it works. That I think is at least needs like a bit of a nod.
Yeah, and in the very least, it was something they tried, right? And I think that any game that tries something unusual, especially one that's, sort of high up on the sort of not scope, but like number of A's in your developer studio spectrum. As I said before, it's like, there's themes in this game that are not terribly sophisticated. There's, a lot of gameplay that's very, pretty standard at this point, but they tried some new things.
Yeah.
Which is regrettably sometimes like a big deal for, a big production, because it's like for something this size to do anything different is weird, and that sucks, but it was still different. You know,
Yeah.
they did it. They tried it. They tried to have a game, you know, with an interesting narrative and with, you know, some sort of nods to a lot of different stuff. Like they could have done this game with just the political angle of like you have, you know, this city that's like this kind of reimagining of, you know, America, and you have that whole dynamic there. Or you could have done a game about, you know, dimension hopping. But they did both.
Yeah.
And a whole lot more besides.
Yeah, like, I mean, everything that happens in these games happens because somebody actually had to put it there, right? And work at it and decide to do it. So, like, all these elements don't just fall together accidentally, right? Like, they're the product of somebody saying, like, making a decision and tasking somebody with doing this, right? So, like, this whole, like, 19th century America crossed with, like, the dimension hopping crossed with the trappings of a shock game are all deliberate. Right.
Yeah, and it could have easily been a lot more of a clusterfuck than it ends up being. Because, like, the recipe you're describing could really easily have just turned into rifts or, like, GURPS or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And just be, like, this horrible, like, train wreck of too many things in not enough game space.
And maybe it is, right?
And maybe it is. Or it works in some areas and not in others.
Like in some way, I feel like the fantastic trappings of the game give allow people to give a lot of what is portrayed here a pass as being also similarly fantastic, right? But like the practices of the American government during like slavery and during the Gilded Era later on, I mean, like the work conditions were abhorrent. People died by the millions, right? Like, so I like the very first thing. Well, not the very first thing, but like the thing where we draw the ball, the lottery, the public, like the stoning, basically at the beginning of the game. From what I understand, that isn't a fantastic thing. Like,
horrifyingly enough.
Yeah, people were killed not in that exact way, but for those things.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But like the one thing that really bothers me in this is just the equivalence between the two, between the Vox and between the Colombians.
I mean, yeah, like I think I can see what they were going for, and I think somebody pointed out earlier the idea that, like, you know, violence and power makes monsters of us all. Which is, you know, again, not a super sophisticated reading, but it's like probably what they were going for.
Yeah.
Although
it just has this other.
Well, yeah. If this was like removed from all real world political context, and you just had two factions, and then that power dynamic shifted, and like they became the oppressors, like maybe that would have worked better. But it could be that because this is based around like real world situations, that comparison becomes more problematic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the thing here is that the Vox Populi, who are made up of like, you know, black laborers and Irish laborers, and you know, like once they get guns, they like violently overthrow the government and start executing people and like just murdering people, and like that's exactly what happened when people got guns in the real world, right? No, it's not. It's not. Like
sometimes.
Well, sometimes, but not in the United States, right? It just resulted in the same people now just getting murdered.
I wonder.
Right. For having guns legally.
I wonder if maybe that was like they were drawing on places elsewhere in the world where that did happen, and just like, but again, like crossing those over, you know, because of the real life context makes it kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. That's what the hell is that metal in the ground? Right
Where?
there. What is that?
Looks like a lock.
It's a doohickey.
Doohickey, yeah.
Texture's so
But
shit.
like, yeah, this is very like,
Can you explain what happens after this? We should probably talk about how this game wraps up as well.
Well, yeah, what happens is you wind up, oh God, it's been years. You wind up basically like prosecuting the revolution winds up progressing to its completion, where they completely overthrow the government, and basically Colombia winds up being destroyed by the Vox, essentially.
Okay.
And you use Songbird to escape, if I remember correctly, right? Like you're able to call in Songbird strikes on people, but it ends with Elizabeth kind of spiriting you away, and you wind up discovering that you, in fact, are Comstock.
Yeah.
That he is a version of you that went back in time, and that you are delivering Elizabeth to Comstock in the past. Or basically, the vision you have where you wake up back in your office and the phone is ringing and there's somebody pounding on your door, that's you surrendering baby Elizabeth. She was your daughter. Right? And the reason she's missing her finger is that
she was
dragged through one of the rifts, except for her
it
pinky
closed
finger.
and clipped off her finger. And
Yeah.
when they say that the reason she has these powers is because like she corporeally belongs to two different universes.
Yeah. But like there was a part at the end where you remember this baptism that you refused with the same priest from the beginning of the game. And Comstock is the version of you that accepted the baptism and was reborn after the events, like spiritually reborn after the events of Wounded Knee, I think. And Booker is the you.
A lot of motherfuckers.
Booker is the you who dealt with the consequences in this other way by joining the Pinkertons and basically becoming like a mercenary / detective.
Yeah. Yeah, you also meet future Elizabeth as because you lose Elizabeth at one point at the asylum.
I think so, yeah.
Something like that, where there's a time skip. And it all gets very hairy at the end with you guys walking around. And then the weird scene at the end where the only way to... Is it to close the loop or to just, like, end everything? Like,
to let the priest drown you.
Well, it's like 12 Elizabeths.
Yeah.
From different timelines show up and baptize you to death.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, I wanted to kill Comstock this whole time. Well, I have good news and bad news.
The good news is that's way easier than you thought it would be.
The bad news is you're not going to like it. But yeah, it's pretty bizarre.
Yeah.
It's pretty bizarre. Like, I strongly recommend that you play it through yourself. But, yeah, that's sort of how it wraps up. For various interpretations of wrap up. You wake up back at your office? Or a version of you wakes up back at your office?
Like, I don't know. Like, I enjoyed this game when it was out, but
So did I.
I remember even when it was out, the gameplay elements were really wearing thin on me, even by this point, where I was like, yeah,
I was gonna blast all these guys so I can get more story.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a thing I keep coming back to. That sometimes gameplay and narrative are at odds with each other in video games. Where sometimes gameplay, well, they're sometimes competing for player attention or like experience space, and some like occasionally you'll have them like married really well, and they'll complement one another. Other times they're just sort of like competing and like shoving to be in the spotlight, and it'll go back and forth, and sometimes they both suffer. So it's like we can have an okay story and an okay like gameplay mechanic, but we can't have like amazing both. Or maybe you can, but it would take even more work.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, I mean, like, this is a game I found I'm coming back to now after a couple of years having played it and enjoyed it when I played it, and now I'm finding it kind of tedious.
It's still interesting, but yeah.
It's like it does some interesting things, but yeah, the
Would this have been better if it wasn't a shooter?
Maybe.
I don't know what you would do in it.
Well, I mean,
because it's set up to be you fighting a lot of people. But
I do kind of enjoy that Elizabeth wanders around and looks at things
Mm.
if you aren't doing much.
Elizabeth's a great character. Just
Yeah.
putting that right out there. A great
Yeah.
character as incorporated into the...
Yeah, she does a lot of like...
She has so much personality
Yeah,
for
and-
like an NPC.
Yeah, and she also like is really useful in game.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, she sidesteps a lot of the traps of like tag along characters.
Yeah.
Who are oftentimes just like a push cart.
Yeah.
That has health.
Hmm.
And you're just like, I hate that every minute of this.
Yeah.
But by making some deliberate choices and having her like A, not vulnerable, and B, useful to you, it takes away that frustration, and not only that, ingratiates her, or ingratiates the player to her in a gameplay tangible way,
Mm-hmm.
which also ties into the narrative. So I think that's actually really clever.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't know. It's a hell of a thing.
Yeah. Like I said, like this game just really fell down for me at the rebellion. Right? And I get that anxiety about liberated people suddenly having the agency to revisit, you know, all the cruelty they suffered on their masters.
Mm-hmm.
But to frame it in such a way that your choice to arm them or to allow them to become armed, because like Daisy, you don't choose to arm them, they ask you for weapons. And you do that, and then immediately it is a mistake, right? Their mechanism for liberation is an error that you made. I don't like that at all, right? Especially considering that what they're doing is wandering through and killing people, which is what you've been doing the entire time.
Yeah, I mean,
right? Like I've shot a lot of unaware people in the back of their heads.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Again, it's just like video games, storytelling, just fighting sometimes.
Yeah.
Frequently fighting. It's very pretty, by the way.
Oh, it is. Like this is gorgeous. Like them crepuscular rays.
Crustular rays.
Crusty rays.
Crusty rays. Oh dear.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to thank subs?
Yeah, let's thank subs.
Let's bring up the list.
All right.
Hold on. All right.
Okay. So we need the ones from 3 hours ago,
sorry,
right?
3 hours. Wait, 2.
3. Krieger-san was at the end. 33911 basically. So, okay, there it is, after the resubs while we were away. Okay. So Coleman Shi is now subscribing or supporting to us on Patreon. Thank you so
Coleman
much.
Shi.
Very appreciated.
Call me mad. Resub for 22 months, almost 2 years.
Ooh, almost there.
Brr, brr, brr.
Inconfig has just subscribed. Thank you very much, Inconfig. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for supporting us here.
Odin Bear for 29 months.
Thank you very much, Odin Bear. Lonely Crackers just subscribed for 24 months in a row, 2-year anniversary. Cheers. I like to try hard.
Glitch Prophetess for 3 months.
Thank you very much, Glitch Prophetess. Voxhaven has just subscribed, new subscriber. Everyone thank Voxhaven and welcome them.
Bandwidth Raptor, sub for 8 months. This is quite the shock. Just rips eyes off.
Bandwidth Raptor has
That's the one I just did.
Oh, right, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, sorry. Dragon Slayer 94 has resubscribed for 15 months in a row, saying, I love Lur, and especially you too. Oh.
Long Bad Cutscene for 7 months. There's a couple of me in this game.
Thank you very much, Long Bad Cutscene.
All right. Well,
okay.
So next week, probably Journey, and then maybe some bonus shit.
Yeah.
If we run out of time.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
So until next time,
Mhm.
what's on tomorrow?
Tomorrow night we are doing AFK is a thing that I'm running tech for that I've totally remembered.
It's on the schedule. Donkeys are aliens. Donkeys are aliens. Donkeys.
It is a board game. It is Ian and Corey have it. They've been wanting to play it for a long time.
Betrayal and...
No, it is, I think it's the one where there are multiple civilizations underground and everything is like really cartoony and cute and like...
I've never heard of it.
Terra Mystica.
Oh.
Terra Mystica, that's it.
Okay. Well, stay tuned for that tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you very much, chat. You saved my bacon.
All
Nobody
right.
has to know I didn't know what it was. That was smooth. We got there. Okay. So, yeah.
Think about games.
Yeah, think about everything.
Yeah.
Engage in criticism.
Question everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, criticism is not shitting on something. It's engaging with it, right?
Oh, one more.
Oh, Kenny the Logician.
7 months.
Thank you very much.
Finally able to catch a stream since May. Love your streams, Cam, and your watch and plays, Alex. Thank you.
Aw.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, just engage with everything.
Yep.
Right? Everything says something. So.
But not to say you have to engage with everything all the time. 'Cause
No.
sometimes you do just want to play something stupid.
Yeah, exactly. But, when it's there, it's fine. Criticism is not a dirty word.
No.
Okay.
Adios.
Later.